start with the basics. Every device on the internet, from your smartphone to massive servers, needs a unique identifier to communicate. This is where IP addresses come in. Think of an IP address as the digital address for your device, much like your home address in the real world. When you send a message or request a website, your device uses its IP address to let the internet know where the information should go and where it came from. Without IP addresses, the internet simply wouldn't know how to deliver data to the right place. In this scene, we'll break down what an IP address looks like and why it's so important for online communication. Now, you might have heard about IP4 and IP6. These are two versions of IP addresses. IP4 is the older and most common format, using numbers like 192.168.1.1, but as more devices connect to the internet, we're running out of IP4 addresses. It's where IP6 comes in, offering a much larger pool of addresses, written in a format like 2001, 0DB8, 85A3, 0000, 0000, 88E, 0370, 7334. This upgrade ensures that every device now and in the future can have its own unique address. Let's look at how these two formats differ and why the transition matters for the internet's growth. Imagine a large company with hundreds of computers. Instead of treating every device as separate, networks are divided into smaller groups called subnets. Subnets help organize and manage traffic efficiently, preventing overload and improving security. Each subnet has its own range of IP addresses, making it easier to control who can access what within a network. For example, the marketing team might be on one subnet, while the finance team is on another. This division keeps things running smoothly and safely. In this scene, we'll use diagrams to show how subnets break up a network into manageable pieces. Make subnets work, we use something called a subnet mask. Think of a subnet mask as a filter that tells the network which part of an IP address refers to the network and which part refers to the device. For example, in the address 192.168.1.10 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.50, the first three numbers identify the network, and the last number identifies the device. This system helps routers send data to the right group of devices. We'll visualize how subnet masks separate networks and devices, making routing more efficient. Have you ever wondered how typing a website name like google.com takes you to the right place? That's thanks to DNS, or Domain Name System. DNS acts like the internet's phone book, translating easy-to-remember names into IP addresses that computers use. When you enter a website address, your device asks a DNS server to find the matching IP address, so you don't have to remember long strings of numbers. This process happens in milliseconds, making browsing seamless. Let's see how DNS keeps the internet user-friendly and efficient. When you type a web address, your device sends a request to a DNS server. If the server knows the answer, it sends back the IP address. If not, it asks other servers until it finds the right one. This process is called DNS resolution. Once your device has the IP address, it can connect to the website server and load the page. This behind-the-scenes process happens every time you visit a site, making the internet feel instant and reliable. We'll use visuals to show each step of DNS resolution. Now let's connect it all together. When you visit a website, your device uses its IP address, subnet, and DNS to send a request across the internet. Routers along the way read the destination IP address and forward your data through the fastest path. Each router checks the subnet and network information to decide where to send the data next. This system ensures your request reaches the right server, even if it travels across the globe. Visual diagrams will help you see how data hops from one point to another. Sometimes things go wrong. Maybe a website won't load or you lose connection. Common issues include incorrect IP addresses, subnet misconfigurations, or DNS errors. For example, if your device has the wrong DNS server, it can't find websites. Or if subnets are set up incorrectly, devices might not communicate. Thankfully, most problems can be fixed by checking your network settings or restarting your router. We'll highlight typical issues and simple troubleshooting steps to keep your internet running smoothly. Wrap up: understanding IP addresses, subnets, and DNS is essential for grasping how the internet works. These building blocks ensure that data finds its way from your device to any destination worldwide. With IP addresses acting as digital addresses, subnets organizing networks, and DNS translating names, the internet stays fast and reliable. Whether you're a beginner or just curious, these concepts are the foundation of everything online. Keep exploring, and you'll unlock even more about how our connected world operates.